Good morning everybody, it's Karen here. Welcome back to LilyLuLou. I'm here today to carry on working on this Flowers and Fairy journal that I have started with you all. I can't remember how far we've got up to on the actual journey, what you've seen and what you haven't, so I'll quickly show you what I've done so far. As I suspected it might, it seems to be more fairies at the moment than flowers, but I've still got about a week to finish this, so who knows what's going to happen in the meantime. So I've made the cover and covered it, which I'm sure I did in a video with you all, and then I've chosen the paper that's going to go on the inside of the covers, on the front and the back, so that's what that's going to look like. I've folded all the pages into signatures, so I've ended up with 5 signatures in total. So as I say, I've chosen all the pages, I've folded them, I did a little bit of stamping on a couple of them, and the book pages that I showed you I wanted to include, I have folded. So that's one of the Edith Holden. I folded that, and in my journals I usually have paper clips that are embellished somehow, so each of these folds will have a paper clip on. Some of them I was thinking about sticking down as a tuck spot, but the book pages are so nice, I want the recipient to be able to open them out, so I'm just going to clip those. So that's what I've done with those, and I've folded them different ways. So that's the first signature. The one in the second signature, again, I've done something similar on both sides. Then in the third signature, I've popped in that map page that I showed you how I was folding and attaching and making pockets with. I still need to do something up here, but that's now in place, and the other half has got the pocket here and is folded that way. Oh, excuse me. And then again in the other signatures, the Edith Holden book pages are folded and clipped in the same way. So that's how far I've got at the moment. So that's where we're at. So what I'm going to do today is I want to pop pockets onto these papers that are going to be stuck on the front and the back covers. So I've got what was left over of cutting these to go on as pockets. I don't know yet which way round I'm going to pop them on. And I've also printed out a sheet of quotes that I found about the Isle of Wight, and I'm going to pop one of these on each pocket. We'll probably need a bit of lace on there and a bit of decoration. So I'm going to get on with that today. Yeah, I'm going to do that now. So I need to decide which way round I'm going to have these. So I'm going to cut out these quotes, and I think because I want to, in fact, let's take these out the way, get the cover out the way so we can see what we're actually looking at. Let's pop those back in, pop that over there out the way, and here we have our front and back. Actually, that was supposed to be the front and that's the back. And I need a pair of scissors. It's an absolutely beautiful day here today. So I'm sitting here with the French doors open, which I may live to regret because Max is running around out there like a mad thing. So I don't know if I want to tear these, or I might tear them actually. And then yeah, so it's a beautiful day here today, and it's been very peaceful so far this morning. Not been a lot of people going past, so Max has been fairly quiet, but he does love to chase the shadows and reflections when it's sunny. And as I say, it's a lovely day here, and I've just put my washing on the line, so there are plenty of shadows and reflections for him to be concerned about out there. So if I disappear suddenly, it'll be because I need to go and deal with him. Because as I say, he might start barking or making his presence known. I don't know what the temperature is outside today, but in my book it's perfect. It's lovely and sunny. It's not too hot, but it's nice and warm. There's a really gentle breeze out there, so it's absolutely beautiful. So, and this is the first chance I've had this week to come on and do any filming. It's Friday and it's the first chance I've had to film anything. So I did put up a little video the other day of a quick speeded up version of me decorating those book page pockets that we made together. So right, I think those two are the ones I'm going to use. I'm going to turn these down a little bit more, this one, because they're small enough to fit onto what will be these pockets. The other quote, some of the other quotes are either too long entirely, and the other couple of shorter ones I've printed them out quite wide. So in fact I'm looking at them now and I don't even know if they're going to fit on the book pages. I may have to put them on sideways, but the idea was I was going to stick them onto some of the pages in the book. So that's those. Obviously they need inking, and I need some lace. Now have I got my lace here? Yes, I have. So I want some wide lace here. That's not quite as wide. Whoops. That one's too thin. So I hope it's beautiful wherever you are, and I hope you're all keeping well and managing to get some crafting done. So I have done a little bit of crafting over the last few days, but nothing I was able to share on camera because I've had people home this week. So I thought this week we were going to be more back to normal, but it didn't work out that way. Not that I'm complaining, I love having everybody here. It does just mean that it impacts on my filming because, as you know, I'm sitting here in my kitchen. The downstairs of the house is completely open plan, so it's just not practical to try and film when everybody's here. Oh, I haven't got a cup of tea on the go this morning, and I've got a frog in my throat, so apologise for that. So I think that's going to go on there, and that's going to go on there. Now I don't know if these need anything else, because if I use that side of the envelopes, they're already collaged. This is the Tim Holtz paper pad, in case you're wondering, and if I put it on that side, I don't know whether to do that because I'm going to stitch round, so it is going to be obvious that there's a pocket there. But when there's nothing in the pocket, that's going to sort of blend in more. But then that one is a bit more of a contrast. So I'm not sure which way round I want to do them. I think this looks better than this. So yeah, I think I will pop them around that way. So let's ink up those quotes. I need to grab, and I might put a little bit of gold on them. I tidied my inker away and I couldn't see it there for a minute. Sorry about that. Right, now I definitely want these inked up. And I'm wondering whether to put thumb notches in these pockets or not. And I don't think I need to ink up the lace, because although it's white, it's so fine, it does just sort of blend in with the colours that are behind it, wherever you put it. So I don't think I need to worry about tea dyeing it or inking it at all. I finally watched Ozark, finished that now, going to miss it. I mentioned in previous videos that we were patiently waiting for the last part of the last series to come back onto Netflix. And this week, over the last week, we have managed to watch all of the episodes. So now we're finished with that one. So, right, I think that looks quite nice. Now I'm going to put a little bit of gold around these as well, but then I have to leave them to dry. It goes absolutely everywhere. So I'll get a bit of scrappy paper there to pop them on. I'm using this, I don't know if you can see that because it's reflecting, metallic gilding polish, and I got that from Amazon. And there's a little bit still on the sponge, so hopefully I'll just put a little bit of that around the edge, just to pretty it up a bit, like a little bit of gold. Got a little bit of gold going on all the way through this journal. I don't want to overdo it, but I think it sort of adds to the fairy quality. It's like a bit of fairy dust has settled in places all through the journal. I don't know if I said I tried to do all the edges of the paper. You know, I wanted it to look all gilded when the book was sideways, but it was so messy. I just put a little bit here and there in the end. I didn't do every single page. So now, do we need the same on the actual pockets? Why not? I need to decide, don't I, whether I'm going to put a thumb notch in there. No, I don't think I need it, because this is you know, scrapbook paper. It's quite sturdy, and I'm not going to be putting anything too bulky in the front and back pockets. So I think whatever goes in there will slide in quite easily. Managed to get some old photos of my cousin that I'm going to put in here. It's from her brother, sent them to me with a little note, so they're going to be popped in somewhere in the journal. I think I'll put a bit of gold on there as well. Put those over there to dry. Yes, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with those, because they all have notes written on the back with the date and a little comment. So I'm not going to be sticking them in anywhere, because I want them to be able to be taken out and turned over. So I'll probably just slip them into pockets throughout the journal. So, oh, I've gone a bit madder on this one. I don't know if you can see that on camera, can you? Is it picking it up slightly? Not sure. Oh, I think there, the light might have caught it. So I think it looks quite pretty. Now, do I want to do the same with these? Because I'm probably going to stitch round. Am I going to stitch around the whole thing? I might do. Well, I can wait and decide afterwards. I'm not sticking them in yet, so I can decide what I'm good. Actually, I will just ink them while I'm here, and then at least I know that's done. And the rest I'll decide just before I stick them down. Which I won't be doing that obviously until I've sewn the signatures in, so I've got a bit of time. So the next thing is I'm going to pause the film, pause the camera, and I will go and sew my pockets onto the pages. Are they dry yet? That's dry. So I need to stick these bits on. Don't think it matters which way round I have these. Oh, that says enclosure. I wonder if you're going to, no, you probably won't see that anyway once I've lost one of my quotes. There it is. Right, so I'm going to put that one there and that one there. And I think I want that pocket there and that pocket there, because that one has, oh, you still, no, you can't really see it anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm faffing about nothing, aren't I? Right, I'm just going to go and see if I have got any slightly wider lace that might look better on this. So I'll be back in a moment, just bear with me. Hello, I'm back again. Well, that turned out to be a bit of a longer pause than I was anticipating. I went away to rummage for some bits and pieces, and then I had a phone call, so it's been quite a break. So I need to gather my thoughts and see where I am. So I was looking for bits and pieces to go under these quotes on these pockets, and I'm not sure if these are distracting me. Maybe I should put them out of the way. I've got an absolute table full of bits and pieces now. So I found this wide lace, which I've just put a bit of vintage photo on it to dull down the white a bit. And this, I've got like a cluster of 3 different laces and things. Then I found this organza bag. I thought maybe a bit of that might look nice under there, or on, you know, bit of lace and that, or the other way round, that, and then some lace. I know I'm overthinking this now, and I'm just taking far too long to make a decision. But, you know, I just can't find the right thing. You know what it's like? You want it to be right, don't you? So I could have a piece of that under there, maybe. Maybe with the lace or without the lace. I don't know. How much of that? This is a piece of an old napkin, which I bought. I was really lucky. I saw on eBay a bundle of old fabrics, and it was all napkins and tea cloths and an old tablecloth. So I was really lucky that I managed to win the auction for that. And look, I was trying so hard to get that piece of red in that said enclosure, and whatever I do, I'm covering it up. Maybe I don't need the lace. Maybe it's just that. No, it's not right. I think the lace is better. Right, I think I'm just going to stick with this. I'm going to have some layers of lace there, and just one piece of lace there maybe. Where was that other piece? Will that go on there as well? No, that needs, have I got any more of that netting? Yes, let's see if a piece of that, I've got this, this was an old dress. Well, I had 3 of them actually, because I've got 3 girls. These were dresses that my girls had when they were tiny. And this is like this was the over skirt. So I wonder if a piece of that would work under there. Am I in front? Have I moved too far over, haven't I? I might try a little bit of that with some of the sparkle in the background. Let's see how that looks. So how much of that would I need? If I popped that on there with that on top and trimmed it down a bit, let's see what that will look like. Maybe I should just have a little bit poking out at the bottom, like a little petticoat. How does that look? Have you ever seen anybody faff so much? Still not sure. Still not sure. Right, where was that knitting? Do you, are you like this when you're doing stuff for your journals, or are you all quite good at just slapping something down and going with it? I tend to vary, because whenever I have had a break from working, even if it's just for, you know, a couple of days, it really does affect my ability to just get on with things. I really do overthink everything, and I think it's a form of procrastination, because you don't want to do something wrong, which is ridiculous, because there is no wrong and there is no right. It's just what you like and what you don't like. But I do find whenever I have not been working for a couple of days, which I haven't as I'm filming this, it really does have a knock-on effect. So that's similar to the other one, but not the same. This is a bit curly, so I would need to pop a little bit of glue down to hold that in place while I stitch everything. But I think I might go with that. Right, I'm just going to turn the camera off again for a moment, and I'm going to stitch these in place. Be back in a sec. Hello, I'm back again. Right, I went away to stitch these, and then I changed my mind again. Oh, I feel like I've zoomed out somehow. I must have touched something. Bear with me a moment. I'll see if I can get a bit closer. You can see how messy my desk is, or my table, I should say. Right, hopefully that's okay. So I went away to stitch and I changed my mind again. So what I ended up doing, that ruffle that I was playing with before, I decided to attach it to that piece of lace. And then I'm going to pop the quote on top and have that hanging below. So there's a bit of a frill on the bottom of the book on each side. So all I've done while I was off camera is I stitched around the pockets. I was supposed to just stitch across there, but I got carried away and went all the way round and then realised I was supposed to do that when I attached the pocket. So then I had to put the back pocket back on and go round again. So there's double row of stitching around each pocket, but that would just make it more secure, won't it? So now I'm going to stick these on. So this one is going to go on this one, which is going to be the front. I'm going to put that up there so I can still see my enclosure that I wanted. So let's hope that the glue is going to, in fact I think I might use my art glitter glue for this. Really not with it today, am I? I think what I should do is when I've had a break from crafting, I should get everything out and just collage for a bit before I try and film anything to get back into the swing of things, because today I just feel like I'm all over the place. Right, if I stick this down first, so I'm just putting a tiny bit of glue along the piece, where the lace is most solid, and then I'm going to try and pop that in the middle of this pocket. Let's try and get it roughly even on each side, and then I'm going to glue this on top, and that will help. Oh, I'm sticking to bits of paper now. That will help anchor that as well. So if I glue all the way around there, if my glue will come out. Of course it's not going to come out today, is it? It's definitely glue in there. Okay, back to plan A. See if the collage will work. Might help if I actually open the bottle, I suppose. I feel like I shouldn't be let loose with crafting implements today. I'm just making a mess of everything I'm doing. Right. Let's get that round there. I'm going to spread that out a little bit and hope that that will help to anchor the lace as well. So let's get that in the middle. I'm trying to get the actual writing straight. Where's my dry wipe? Oh, this is the trouble when you have to put everything away between each session. I can't find anything when I come back to do anything, and then it takes me so long to find everything. By the time I'm, oh, I've ripped my quote. Really not doing very well today. Right, I'm going to leave that to dry. I don't know if you can see that on there. This has just, a little blob of glue's gone on there and ripped that. So I will leave that to dry, and then I'll try and repair that with some ink. So that needs to be weighted down, so I'm going to pop that under my mat to help that stick. And then we're going to do the same with this one. So this one, now on this, I don't know if you can see on the paper here, can you see the name? It says Frank there, and that was my dad's name. And obviously that was my cousin's uncle, who's no longer with us. So I want to leave that showing because it's a little nod to my dad. So I'm going to put the lace further down on this one, and I'll trim that a bit more. I think it just looks like a little bit of a petticoat. I just think that looks pretty, so that's what I'm doing there. So do the same again. I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on the more solid part of the lace. I can hear a dog barking in the distance, so Max is probably going to join in any minute now, so I apologise in advance. So I'll pop that one there. There he goes. And I'll do the same with this one. Try not to tear this one. Oh, that dog's coming for a walk past our house, so great timing. I'm so sorry for the noise. Right, I'm going to pop that underneath as well. Try and weight that down for a while. So okay, I've dealt with the barking. Right, I'm going to leave it there for today because I feel like something is trying to tell me I shouldn't be trying to video today. I just feel like everything's gone wrong and my head is not in the right place. So I'm going to leave it there for today, and I will come back again hopefully tomorrow with a bit more working in this journal. And if I do manage to do anything in the meantime this afternoon, obviously I'll show you then what I've managed to do. So thank you for joining me today. I'm sorry if it was a bit all over the place, this video. I feel like it was, but sometimes it doesn't look as bad when you watch it back as it seemed at the time. So I'm hoping that it made some sort of sense to you. But thanks for joining me today and for bearing with me, and I will be back again soon. Take care. Bye bye.